Hey, welcome back. So it's been a little while. In case you can't tell, I have acquired a few things since the last time. I figured if I was going to be doing a playthrough with this character throughout Kul Tiras, seeing the Alliance version, we may as well try and look as awesome and have as much awesome stuff as we can for this character. And it's going to be an interesting change of pace to be able to do a main WoW playthrough like this on a class that's not a shaman. So yeah, I got a little special something in case you can't tell. Because, well, I may have shown this off before, but I got both to drop. By the way, I want to go ahead and show the difference here because this is just the transmog because I unlocked it, finally. I even have the achievement here to show it off. Here we go. I'll hold on to these for you. Did the Time Walking Black Temple, which was a fun fight, and unlocked them as a transmog. Though what's funny is that because of the news about from BlizzCon regarding that legendaries are going to be unlocked as transmogs, kind of doesn't feel as relevant anymore, does it? But anyways, I wanted to show you guys a difference. So this is just them with the, as a transmog. Awesome. Then here's what it's like when I have the actual ones on. You notice the handles? They're backwards. Now, it actually makes sense. You can just grab it like that, but then they're kind of turned around on their own. So there it looks like it makes a little bit more sense because you grab it like that and they're ready to go. So anyways, just want to point that out, that little tiny difference with the real glaives on. And then yeah, so anyways, I also have the full set from the Nighthold on here, and of course I've got Pepe. just saying. So yeah, so I've decided on the route we're going to be doing this. We're going to go to Stormsong Valley first, then we're going to do Drustvar, and then we're going to do Tiras Sound. The Kul Tiran fleet has been lost at sea. The tide sages of Stormsong, with their mystical oceanic magic, may be our only way to locate the fleet of legend.
Well met.
I really hope Talia has a role in Shadowlands. Just to give you an idea of when I'm now finally getting back to recording this, it's after the announcement of the Shadowlands expansion at BlizzCon, which I have already pre-ordered, by the way. I'm just saying, I don't recall if I've actually spoiled who this actually is, but of course she'll say it later. So, but for those of you who do know who she is, yeah, I know, right? Even under normal circumstances, the Tide Sages would be wary of outsiders. I'll accompany you on this mission, and maybe we can finally get some answers. Forgive me if I mess up on her accent. The Tide Sage Order has a sizable monastery right here in Borealis. I say we start our search for the fleet there. Someone there has to know something, right? You don't just lose the entire legendary Kul Tiran fleet on accident. We'll need to take a ferry over to the monastery. Make sure that you bring your pass with you. Charter a ferry to Stormsong Monastery.
Be careful out there, Talia. I don't trust those hooded sages one bit.
I'll be fine, Cyrus. I can protect myself. Besides, I have the Alliance emissary by my side.
Who just so happens to be
Normally,
one
I'd
of
offer
the
you a ride in
Illidari.
Galeheart, but the Tide Sages only allow visitors by boat. Most people here look to the sea for guidance, the same way others look to the light. But the Tide Sages, they've got a much deeper connection with the water.
Oh, forget it.
They're a little mysterious, but they're important to Kul Tiras. They help bring fish to the nets here, and rain to the fields in the valley. They also bless every last Kul Tiran ship. That's what really sets them apart from the visiting vessels you see in the port. Anyway, time to put that ferry pass to good use.
So, just a reminder, in case you can't tell, the Winter Veil event obviously has started because, well, obviously, normally there would not be a Christmas tree there, but hey, Merry Christmas. I was also gonna say something else. Yeah, you can also tell I've gotten a couple of others, and this you'll see this mount a lot because, well, this is by far my favorite mount I have for my Demon Hunter. I don't have the Charhound, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't need the Charhound if I never get it, because I worked hard to get this one with those achievements. They were not easy to pull off. And if I'm honest, I prefer the look of this one. I just think this whole purple look is just awesome. But also, yeah, that also leads to something else I want to show you guys. Yeah, I have finished the Pathfinder stuff for BFA on my main already. So we'll be able to make the playthrough of this in Kul Tiras a little bit more... less frustrating. Okay, let me rephrase that. That didn't sound right. We'll be able to make the run through Kul Tiras as Alliance here less frustrating and more perhaps smoother, with the option to be able to fly around. That doesn't necessarily mean I will be flying around the whole time, but having that option makes certain times where you can be able to, you know, deal with certain like issues like terrain and such a little easier. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way.
Good day to ya.
So I do like that you basically have a ferry to each continent. It's basically a version of the Flight Master, and it makes a lot of sense. This is the Kul Tirans. Of course they would have ferries to be able to go around the place. He's even like, hey, show me where I can ferry to. And you basically have a different Flight Master type of system here to each of the three zones in Kul Tiras. It makes perfect
Smooth
sense.
sailing.
We need a ferry to the Storm Song Monastery.
Look always to the sea.
I wish you could see the fleet. I think even someone as well-traveled as you would be impressed. Our largest ships always carry a tide sage to navigate through storms, withstand heavy seas, and put wind in their sails. Now, nobody seems to know why the fleet still hasn't returned home. People say the tide sages have lost their magic, but I think they're just vying for power, like Ashvane. One way or another, we need the tide sages' help, now more than ever. Not just to bring the fleet home, but to make Kul Tiras whole again, or cure the infection, as Cyrus likes to say.
For the record, just remember this, well, maybe not this character in particular, but the idea is that your character here would be going, listening to her going, you know, I was in outer space not too long ago fighting a Titan. You know that, right? Of course you don't, because why would you? But it's like, you know, they talk about like, oh man, you'd be impressed. And it's like, I've been to space. Why do you think I'd be so impressed by that? Why'd you jump in the water there? Talia, will you settle down? You're kind of like, whoop, 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 whoop. You're kind of bouncing all over the place. This will also be a little different because in my main playthrough, I was already 120 when I started the BFA stuff. Here, I'm still 111, so we're going to be doing the leveling experience as well, what it's like to level through this expansion just questing. So,
Finally, some action.
keep your eyes open. I'm not sure that we're entirely welcome. Again, sorry if I butchered the accent. There's a saying Cyrus always said when I was a kid. Sometimes I'll just not bother with the accent. I'll just kind of like speak normally. The best face is a friendly one. It has really helped me get to know the visitors from all over the world that came through Borealis. Let's ask some of the people in charge around here and see if they know anything about the fleet. Maybe it's just a matter of asking nicely. Sister Adriana, brother... Oh. Brother... No. Oh, boy.
You know, someone around here has to know something. You can't just lose a whole fleet.
Yes, you can. But anyways.
You there? Who's in charge
We can
here?
ensure the safe passage of your vessel for a price.
Captain Cunningham and Sister Adriana.
We must overcome this peril.
It is rude to interrupt, outsider. Can you tell me anything about the missing fleet?
Storm Song will be pure once more.
You are nearly as insufferable as Brother Alan.
So, we'll take that as a no then.
For a moment, I thought I was actually gonna have to fight her. I was like, she turned hostile, and I was like, whoa, do I have to fight you? No, apparently not. But that's fine. I wasn't really interested in actually killing her. I was like, I just asked you a question. You don't have to die over it. Discomforting gaze. You are not welcome here. Okay, if I fly, what happens to... Oh, she gets on her griffin. Oh, that's cool. I always like it when, like, a companion NPC has, like, a specific type of mount they use, depending on what you do, if you're on the ground or if you fly. Of course, this mount is really big, so you have to get off of it if you want to get anywhere. Of course, Demon Hunter, whee! Oh, come on. Oh, no path available? Come on! There we go. Oh my goodness. I hate that no path available thing. That is so ridiculous.
Bear your souls to the tides. Their whispers provide truth.
Sister
I
Cecilia.
welcome those who honor the
You're
sea.
no student. You'd best have a good reason for interrupting my lesson. Can you tell me anything about the missing fleet?
Beware that which lurks in the depths.
Why don't you pester Alan if you're here to waste your time?
Be that way? We just might.
Be that way.
Double your efforts, fools, before we lose control.
Brother Daryl. So, hold on, it's a little loud.
Tides welcome you.
Be gone to the archives with that fool Elen, lest I use you to stabilize the rift.
I don't like the looks of this. Let's get out of here.
Alright, it's not as loud. So I was going to say, that right there is a good visual representation as to why, when you are able to unlock a Kul Tiran, you're able to make them a shaman. Because clearly they are able to master being a resto shaman because of their closeness to the element of water. Just a nice visual representation there to kind of give an idea as to why that combination of being able to make a Kul Tiran shaman when you unlock them makes complete sense.
What's the situation?
No luck just yet, but I think we're making progress. It seems like this brother Aelin we keep hearing about might have some answers. At least that I sure hope so. Everyone here seems a bit evasive. I think I saw some archivists heading into the southern cloister. If we follow them, I bet we'll find Aelin too. Yeah, this place has a very
Tide
strong...
Sages have some of the most complete libraries in the world. I bet we'll find our archivist there.
a very strong cult feel. By the way, this is the one you get from Legion. From the class hall. Similar to that, just not as big. And, well, I mean, it's alright, but the other one
Do
is
not
just...
delay. Lord Stormsong needs these charts at the Shrine of the Storm at once.
Gosh, it's going to be going through this so much more fun with being able to double jump and glide. And, of course, you know, as a tank, I can be able to just do Infernal Strike, which is just like, yup, leap, hoop.
I welcome those
I don't have to
who
look.
honor the sea.
Ah, welcome. Visitors are becoming rare these days, especially in the archives. How may I help you? Can you tell me anything about the missing fleet?
Stormsong will be pure once more.
Follow me. Eyes down.
Okay. I mean, I'm a demon hunter. You don't want my eyes up anyways. Otherwise I'll
Outsiders are
burn
forbidden
you.
in the archives, brother.
Back to your work. They're with me.
You hear that? Outsiders are forbidden. Telling ya, very cult-like feel. That's a very typical thing. Outsiders are not
all
welcome here.
visitors. I have guests.
Yes, brother.
This way.
Also, the way they keep referring to each other as brother such and such, sister such and such. Sorry, I've got rare scanner turned on. I may turn that off.
You have no idea of the danger you are in here.
What do you mean, danger?
The fleet is not lost. It is being held prisoner in an unnatural storm.
Heretic! You will not interfere!
I'm very tempted to make a Warhammer 40k joke right now. Heretic! What you have done is heresy! Of course, I'm a tank, so I can just wreck
Need a target.
Following orders.
Are you all right? I should have known better than to think Wade above the shadow that has taken House Stormsong. Our people follow a dark path, but there are those among us who have sown the seeds of resistance. Find Brother Pike in Brenedum. Give him this pendant. Our work is just beginning, and he will need your help. Now leave while you still can. The others have surely caught on to your efforts.
Again, it's like, I'm an Illidari. I dealt with the Burning Legion. You think that was going to be some kind of challenge?
I've always dreamed of adventure.
I'd rather not stick around to see if he's right. I knew it! I knew the fleet wasn't just lost. We may be a little in over our heads here. Let's leave before things get out of hand. Galeheart can take us to Somsong Valley from here. There's no point in following tradition at this point, right?
Thank you for your help. We won't forget it. I'll call Galeheart over. There's a perch on the eastern dock where she can meet us.
Wouldn't be surprised if everyone here turned hostile and attacked us. Aha! Let's go, Galeheart.
I'm afraid Kul Tiras won't be much help to the Alliance until the fleet is home again. We'll need to bring House Stormsong back into the fold first. They control the Tide Sages, and the Tide Sages the fleet. Lord Stormsong rules the house, and basically the entire valley. It sounds like he's the key to all this, but he hasn't been to Boralis in months. We'll start our search in Brenedin. If nothing else, hopefully we can find this Brother Pike there. What's going on down there? Galeheart, take us in.
After this part, I will turn rare scanner off. Sorry. So that's going to be a little annoying to hear throughout this, but sorry. Trust me, when you get to Nazjatar, and especially when you get to Mechagon, you are going to like, rare scanner is like mandatory. You have to have rare scanner if you're going to be doing the stuff in Mechagon. Which, as you can tell, I've already finished since I can fly.
How can I help?
What's going on here? They've closed off the entire valley. No wonder so many people have been complaining about trading with the Brenedum market. We have to do something about this. These people need to make a living. You're going to have to be an honorary cadet for me here. Tell these ruffians to clear the road. Convince the House Stormsong militia to clear the blockade.
I'll try to figure out why the road is closed. See if you can convince the soldiers to clear out.
Convincing? Is this enough convincing for you? No? How about this? I'm just saying, imagine if we could actually do that and he'd be like, okay, I'm sorry, let him by. No, just as a little, as a little perk, just for having this combination that you're playing as a demon hunter, you know, or something like that. Or a Death Knight, you know? I mean, if you're playing other classes, it may not work that much, but, I mean, seriously, we're the player character. We can just be like, yeah, move out of the way, or you're gonna force me to have to take you down, and you don't want that. Because if you guys think you're an actual threat to me, you are a joke. Sentinel.
Good day to you.
I like how we're also seeing other different versions of Kul Tirans here to give you an idea as to why we'll be able to make other Kul Tirans as certain classes as well. Plus, also gives you a chance to see how they look as what's the term? Their meshes, you know, just to give you a preview of what you'll be able to work with in the character creator. The only way you'll get through in here is through me, pal. So I can either say, open this pass at once, or how about some gold? Or I can just straight up attack them.
Get out of my face.
Out of my face. Huh.
Good day to you.
Let's see. How much? I have 8 of that. How about some gold? 15.
Get out of my face.
Oh, so he just took the gold and he was just like, yeah, thanks for the gold. I'm out of here.
Ahoy!
Get out of my face.
He was like, hey.
Good day to you.
Yeah.
Start off, louse.
Excuse me?
Ahoy!
All right, you know what? That's it.
Storm's coming.
I can't attack that.
Okay, never mind. He still went. I'm starting to have it with these guys. It's like, you know what?
Good day to you. This valley is ours, bilge rat.
So in case you're wondering, how come you're not playing this
Attack
DPS
that
spec?
target.
Well, I've just never felt as comfy with the DPS spec as I do with the tank spec, and I just find that the tank spec allows me to be able to survive stuff one-on-one a whole lot more than the DPS version does. Oh, hold on. There's a, Ah, there it is. Hold on. I'm gonna go, may as well go turn auto loop back on. There we go. Oh, man. Double jump and glide, one of the best things ever.
We're relentless as the brining deep. I've had enough of you anyway.
Can't attack that.
That's another reason I love the tank spec.
Ahoy!
Pack up, you worthless belongs to the sea and bigger fish to fry.
We have bigger fish to fry.
Get out of my face.
Oh,
Together we can unify
they're
Kul
leaving.
Tiras.
good work. Now these fine people can go about their lives. Hey. I am now I'm revered of my guild. I was like, oh, let's get on to Brennadum right away. We need to find Brother Pike and get to the bottom of all this before things get any worse. This road should take us right into town. Brennadum's the busiest market this side of Borealis, so there should be plenty of people there who can help us find Pike. Ready when you are.
This pass is the only land route into the valley. House Stormsong is up to something. Isn't the valley majestic? No wonder so many people settle down here. Brennadum is the largest trade hub in Kul Tiras, outside of Borealis. We need to find Brother Pike right away. Hopefully he can help us bring the fleet home. All of Kul Tiras is exposed without it. It's only a matter of time before we're attacked. Brennadum is just ahead. Come on.
The militia hasn't been on patrol in days!
Too busy taking our harvest for the soldiers. We demand answers, Pike. I've trained my whole life for this.
Looks like more trouble. Oh, I choose Storm Song. Things are worse than we thought. These people are about to tear Brennadum apart. We'll never get a chance to talk to Brother Pike in this mess. I have an idea, but if it doesn't work, well, I hope you have your running boots on. I am a demon hunter. I have wings. I also can fly. Trust me? Disperse the crowd surrounding Brother Pike. Sure.
Once you get their attention, I'll get them out of here.
Times were simpler once.
Fancy a cuppa? Safe passage to you.
Oh, blow the whistle sharply. Oh, okay.
Citizens, disperse at once.
Ah, yeah! You'll surely save us! Stay out of our valley!
Really?
Stop! I just want my family to be safe again.
What's going on here, brother?
I wish I knew.
Just straight up attack the demon hunter.
The storm awakens in all of us.
Is that Gideon Emery? Ah, Brother Aelin sent you. Good. I have little information to offer, I'm afraid. I've scarcely left Brennadum as of late. What they said is true. Our militia now enter town only to collect rations rather than guard traders or keep the Quillboar at bay. They say that they are under orders, but those orders would only come from my brothers at the shrine. We take oaths to serve our people. It simply does not add up. Brother Addington is nearby at Mariner Strand. Perhaps he knows more than I.
Mariner Strand is a short ride from here. Come.
And what will we find there, exactly?
One of my brothers. And answers, I hope. How Stormsong changed when the fleet failed to return.
Do you know where the fleet is?
When I search the water's surface, I encounter a dark storm that clouds my vision. Lord Stormsong now forbids such rituals. He focuses instead on building new ships. I often wonder whether he is right. Addington! By the depths!
Oh my gosh. So... Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a bad sign here.
You have need of me?
What has become of our people? Lord Stormsong has never taken kindly to dissent, but this is madness. These laborers are being worked to death. Addington was a good man. We cannot stand for such cruelty. Take this vial and apply it to the laborers. It contains blessed seawater that will rejuvenate their strength. Avoid engaging what troops you can. They are merely following orders. More death will only worsen matters. Okay. My lord seldom leaves our holdings along the northern coast, and visitors are expressly forbidden. For most tide sages like myself are their only connection to the house proper. Lord Stormsong usually delivers orders through proclamations posted throughout the valley. None have reached Brennadam, but if there are any posted here, we may be able to find some answers. Read 3 proclamations.
Do what you can, hero. I must tend to my brother.
What's the situation?
See the golems down there? The farmers use their sharp claws to reap the harvest, but these are cutting timber. Why would they need them here when they have so many laborers on hand? I think the militia is using them to intimidate their own people. See if you can get a hold of an intact mainspring from one. I've helped repair a few back in Borealis. I should be able to figure out who is messing with their innards. Obtain a drenched mainspring.
Stay on course.
Before we do that, though, let's head back to the town over here. Because there was another quest over here. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think here is where I'll go ahead and cut it off and then turn that off so we can continue without that stuff going off here.
Every hand helps.
Marilyn Hood. Aw, Whirly. Hello. Circle the wagons. Like the Buffalo Bill. Oh, sorry. Darian and the girls should have been back by now. Maybe they had trouble on the road. That old wagon is always breaking down. I need to be sure that they're safe. Can you check on them for me? I don't really hate Soralisk, but there seem to be a lot more around lately. Stormsong's military used to thin out the population, but they didn't show up this year. Maybe you could do the job that they didn't.
Seas grant your favor.
Okay. Hello. Very nice looking mog set there. Very nice. Wow, look at that. You're going to see a lot of architecture and aesthetics that have to do, obviously, with the sea. You know, why wouldn't you in a place like Kul Tiras? Right.
Finest wares in Kul Tiras.
I'm just going to go ahead and
right
make this
there.
my new Hearthstone place. Alright, and I will be right back after I do a little work with my mods, including Rare Scanner. Stay tuned.